Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Again, still getting tortured. Yeah, still getting tortured. It looks at the moment as if wave 4 hasn't started yet, and therefore I'm watching for one more small or tiny low here in the third wave. It looked earlier as if that fourth wave could have started with that spike here, but yeah, it's not really any reaction. It didn't follow through. So at the moment, with that latest small high, which is a lower high, seems likely that we need one more tiny low here to complete this third wave at the moment. If we get that, then we should be able to rally in a fourth wave, maybe over the weekend. I mean, a wave 4, I shouldn't say rally because it could be rather boring. Ideal target range here to complete that third wave is sort of in the region between 76 cents, which is the top of that structural support box, and the 80-cent level. Yeah, several Fibonacci extensions point towards that level. I mean, we've already reached basically here 82. Let's just double check here on some of these Fibonacci extensions. For example, what we could do, we take the length of the A wave, we compare that to the high of the B wave, and there you go, you get to that 78-cent level, for example. Yeah, that's just one of the Fibonacci relationships. We can also check here for taking the length waves 1 through 3. We go to the high of the 4, and you basically land here in the region around 81 cent. Okay, yeah, down to 76. Then we've got structural support down there at 76 as well. And what else can we do? We can take a look at the wave W here, take the length of that, go to the high of the X wave. So that was here. And that also takes us sort of to 81 cent. Yeah, I mean, we are very, very close. There's a few more Fibonacci relationships that sort of take us into the region around 76 to 80 cents. So there's a bit of confluence there. Okay. If we get that move down, done, that would point towards wave 3 complete, in my opinion. We should then get that wave 4 bounce. I mean, the wave 4 target here is a bit of a moving target. It doesn't need to be adjusted yet. But if we make new lows here, let's say we go down to 80 cents, you can see I need to adjust them slightly and the numbers go down a bit. At the moment, resistance for wave 4 is between 92 cents and $1.04. Only above $1.04, it indicates that a more substantial bottom has been made and that we most likely will not see a wave 4 down. But again, here as well, if we really are in an ending diagonal, sometimes the wave 4 can be quite strong. However, by getting into this region, we would most likely get an overlap between waves 1 and 4. That's normally what we want to see in a diagonal pattern, so that's okay. But this is standard resistance for wave 4. If it's a diagonal, it could rather be a little stronger here, sort of in the $1 level, sort of low $1 level range. What else to mention? Yeah, I mean, what we really need to do to indicate that we are in the fourth wave, measured against the latest low. So roughly here. We would need a break above the 89-cent level to really indicate that we are in the fourth wave. As long as we don't break above 89-cent resistance, we can easily come down in further extensions to the downside. Only a move above 89 cents makes further extensions to the downside in wave 3 less likely. And this is the pivot where probabilities shift towards the count being in a wave 4. So I hope that's clear. Generally, that means further downside is expected. I think we are close to a local low here at least, and should then get quite a decent bounce maybe over the weekend. Another reason why I say, okay, maybe a low is either in or nearly in, and I gave you the pivot for that, yeah, is if we look at the MACD on the 4-hour, we can see a bullish divergence. A bullish crossover. And we can see on the relative strength index, we were oversold, and we've now moved up a bit. So we are on the way up. We had a bullish crossover here on the 4-hour chart. Looking at the 8-hour, we are still oversold. Did I say overbought? No, oversold. And on the daily, we are oversold as well. I mean, MATIC being oversold is pretty cool. because it didn't happen that often here on this chart. But if you look at last time we were that much oversold, it was the low in June 22. It's a pretty decent signal in my opinion. Yeah. Then we were oversold here. That was back in July 21, for example. Oversold here. That was in March 21. We all know what happened afterwards. This wasn't a great signal here, which was on April 22. But then again, you know, it doesn't work out every time, of course. You know, it would be a bit too easy. There's always that element of uncertainty. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm watching at the moment for. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.